I have a bone to pick with you, Austin, and you, Quinn. Not you, Laura. You're fine.
Oh,
Actually, I'm immune to that today. It's my birthday in a couple hours, so when it's y'all's birthdays, you get advantage on every roll. On my birthday, you can't be
hey,
mad
Austin,
at me.
Austin, why didn't you tell me that was a thing? I could have had advantage. Oh.
You do get advantage. I gave you advantage on your birthday and in about Pride Month.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair.
All right, well, do I get advantage because my birthday was last week when we didn't record?
I'm not the one who canceled the episode, so don't look at me.
I'm banking an advantage for down the line. And I'm going to reveal it when the moment strikes.
Dan, why do you hate everyone that's not me?
I go into our one of our group chats and I go, I'm making a treasure chest, and I list out the things I'm putting in it. Just no comments whatsoever. Am I that predictable and boring now that I'm making a treasure chest that it just doesn't even faze you two at all anymore?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. You regularly brag about owning mummy fairies and stuff like that. When you were like, I'm building a treasure chest, I think I just turned to Brett and I was like, Dan's building a treasure chest, and he was like, that sounds about right.
Yeah, when you posted about buying bulk treasure to put in your treasure chest, what happened was I immediately opened up a tab to look for bulk rings, because Joa has ADHD and loses everything.
I did that too, yes.
Okay, and I was like, we're going to get you a bunch of cheap ones, so when you lose them, it's not a big deal. And then I forgot to respond to you, is what happened there, because I got off on that tangent.
That 100% that is the method that me and Jane took when we got married, was we cannot have expensive wedding rings. We need to get cheap-ass wedding rings that if either of us ADHDs and leaves them somewhere, we don't have to stress and can have an identical one out the cupboard.
All right, everyone on this podcast is thinking along the same lines. That's why we have such good chemistry.
Oh, so me personally, I was thinking about getting bulk rings to put into my treasure chest. My wedding ring just goes back into the box and cave every single night because I refuse to let that disappear.
Yeah, but that means you trust yourself not to lose it during the day. You trust it will get to the end of the day.
Yeah, because it stays on my finger. I'm not using it for various rituals throughout the day.
You're not like taking it off to wash the dishes or whatever.
Nah, it's staying on the hand.
Well, la-di-da.
I went to a vintage and antique retro expo that had a bunch of clothing and all sorts of stuff from decades past. There was just somebody that was selling scoops of rings dumped out onto a big pile in the floor, where you could just take a cup and go. I guess you're just getting a handful of various metal circlets to put on your fingers.
Can you collect a whole bunch of these so that whenever you take damage, you can throw them into the air like you're Sonic?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we've reached the part of the season where we're probably not going to introduce ourselves much anymore or only talk about our inventories a little bit if they change. They haven't changed that much recently, so I'm ready to jump in. Do you all remember what happened at the end of the last recording?
I do have one note for clarification. Did anyone take the chair? The perfect chair?
Yeah, it's in my inventory.
Okay, I just wanted to make, because I did not remember anyone actually doing it. Okay, so
I don't remember, but thankfully Quinn put it in the chat so I know what happened last time.
I had to legit, I was like, I think I know, but I need to check because the last 2 weeks have been kind of a blur, so it's there may have been more that I've forgotten.
Yeah, baby got kidnapped. We went to Falconbridge to try to, get investigate. Heard small folk are throwing a coup. There's an orangutan. He does 6 skateboard tricks and has nunchucks. I think that covers about it.
I completely forgot about the orangutan.
There was a small folk rebellion. How dare they? Don't they know how good they have it?
Yep. So where you all find yourselves is in the dungeon hallway under Lady Falconbridge's lair. There is a wall of fire in front of you, behind of which is an incubus who is running away. In the other direction, there is the labyrinthine underground of Falconbridge's home, which she walks around in human size for reasons we've discussed. What do you do? All around you, you hear people yelling "Death to the tyrant! Rise up! Rise up!"
Someone here know. Some of these small folk know where the egg is, right?
No. So what we were trying to do was use them, the small folk were trying to look into where the Cymbelines went, because they also robbed Falconbridge.
Yeah.
we came up with a plan using Viola's ability to, with the Pine Dragon Claw, to roll back time to make the rings despawn until we got to the original, and use that to like form a connection and track it. They don't know. They were in theory working on something, but they didn't finish it. And at that point, we were basically just trying to get the rings and leave. And then they took all the rings, ran, and started this coup.
Okay.
Last episode began with you all learning that Turbo Maximus had been kidnapped by the Cymbelines, but you solved that pretty quick. You understand if you get the rings of Dropnir, the golden replicating rings, you could apply Time Slime, the essence of senescence, to them, and they will reverse spawn backwards. You could follow the trail of the Cymbelines. The problem is you accidentally kickstarted the coup, and now an incubus and a succubus have those rings you need. But you actually kind of solved things pretty quick. It's just now you're caught up in events greater than yourself. But
we don't have the rings, correct? We still need to get the rings.
Correct. Those couple ran away from you, and there is an implication. I don't think it matters at this point, so I'll just say this explicitly, is that they told Falconbridge, like, yeah, we're going to do some magic tests on those rings to find the guys who robbed you. And then they just have been fucking around in a basement for years. Like, they were not trying to do what they said they were trying to do. They were planning a rebellion, so that's what was up with them. They were always just fucking around in the basement.
Could they have just left the rings? Did they have to make it harder for us too?
Barely.
Okay.
I guess Hops Falconbridge's girlfriend, so
yeah,
not gonna give her free.
So I guess what we're trying to work out at this second is is there someone we should be targeting if we want to stop someone running away with the rings so we can get the rings? And B, is there a way we can get those rings that also squashes this rebellion at the same time, ideally?
Rex is going to take a deep breath and look up at the ceiling. Austin, I assume the answer is no, but for his own thoughts, what would Rex have to do to turn into a dragon and just break through the ceiling and fucking leave?
You absolutely can turn into a dragon and leave. Your body will explode the hallway. You will collapse part of the castle, and then there will be consequences to that. You don't know anything else besides that. So this is actually, I'm glad you said this, because the whole season up to this point, you've started each arc as a level 1 character, and then reached a point where shit got real, and then you go beast mode. You pull out the level 20 sheet. You don't have to do that anymore. If you all want to be level 20 for the rest of the campaign, you can, basically. There just will be consequences. So you don't need to like sneak around here if you don't want to, but yeah, you will destroy Lady Falconbridge's home, and she will have feelings about that.
Yeah. Rex is going to take a breath, turn to his sisters, and say, I am spending exactly enough time here to get the rings, and I am leaving. No more, no less.
Understood. Yeah, I don't know if Rex is, like, voicing the thought of what if I just become a dragon? If so, the response, I think, would be, what if you bury the rings and can't get the stuff you need to find the egg? Would be the only way I'd try and calm that thought down, but... Yeah,
Rex is just simply saying, I intend to get the rings and burst through the ceiling and leave. I have made it perfectly clear. I am not a fan of your girlfriend. At every step of our interactions with her, she has made our lives more difficult, and I frankly don't care if she has treated her small folk so badly they want her dead at this point. If she can't control them and keep them in place, then that's her problem.
If you want to get the rings and bugger off, that's fine. Please, just walk upstairs to some open air before you transform, please.
Can I use frostbite on the fire to try to, temper it down so that we can follow after the incubus who ran off?
100%, yeah. I don't even think you need to roll for that. This is a pretty perfunctory fire, and you can just be blasting it while your two siblings are fighting in the background. You hear, footsteps running, people shouting. There's some sounds of fighting upstairs. So, there's the rebellion's going to get louder and louder in the background of every scene. But yeah, you can just fire extinguisher this fire.
Yeah, I think Dicaprio is going to do that, and somehow, in between scenes, I've switched attire, and I'm in a very fashionable chic, Nike, workout gear, and I'm just gonna start running after this incubus guy. I have just no pause, just I'm gonna start full burst running. I'm gonna be, Oh, what's his name? Forrest Gump. I'm just gonna start charging ahead.
You've got the full beard too.
Can I get an intelligence saving throw as you run after this guy, turn a corner, and see several different paths you can go and doors lining the corridor? You've suddenly found yourself in a situation where you need to make split-second snap decisions if you want this to be a meaningful chase.
I like it being a saving throw as if she sees the doors and it hurts physically.
17.
Yep, 17 is better than 15, which is what I was looking for. I would say there are multiple fiends around here running to gather up weapons to launch the assault they've been planning, and they are using cantrips to cover their movements, like using thaumaturgy to make the sound of running and footsteps. With the 17, you do not fall for those tricks. You see a staircase up, and you know that's where the guy you are chasing went. So 17 is successful. You can get this guy.
Gotcha. I want to just real quick cast a minor illusion to like leave behind an illusionary arrow that lets my siblings know which way to go.
To be clear, at least from Hop's perspective, Hop is also running after the person who's stolen these keys, these rings. Any arguing with Rex is happening while moving.
Yeah, just a double clarification. The couple, there was an incubus and a succubus who have the rings, were going in a different direction, and a gate fell down and cut you off. This is an unrelated guy who you used an illusion of Falconbridge to interact with, and he attacked it, surprising you that he would do such a thing. So this is not the guy with the rings, just to be 100% clear.
Okay. Still our best lead right now because it's a physical person we can talk to.
Yep. With your great roll and quick thinking, Dicaprio, you catch up to this guy as he's going up a staircase, and he turns around and looks at you and says, "What do you want? Why are you here? Leave me alone."
Look, we can help you with this if this is a situation where perhaps you can aid us in return. There seems to be a lot of confusion going on, and I believe I might be able to assist you.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. I thought you were with Falconbridge. Oh, my bad about the fire.
Who?
My ex? Oh, no, absolutely not.
Oh, you're the bitch.
One of many, I assume.
She talks about you all the time. Yeah, help us. What that? Grab a fucking sword. Let's go.
Absolutely, but first I need to find out. Someone took something very important to my family, and I need to get it back. A bunch of rings? Do you know which of your friends might have been working in that chamber?
Oh, are you with the Cymbelines? They stole drop near, I don't know, was it years ago? Yeah, I know about the rings. We can meet up with the other coup plotters, my friends, after we killed Lady Falconbridge.
Well, you'll probably want to make sure you plan before you go after Falconbridge. I mean, she is a very powerful dragon. Sorry, I need to do that again. I can't know her name. You can attack Schmeddy once we figure out how to, negotiate and figure everything out. How are we going to plan this attack, basically?
Oh, we've been planning for years. We have all kinds of stuff that have been in motion. I mean, Falconbridge's cruelty is legendary. Her sadism knows no bounds. So we've been doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this because you're not attacking me and you said you'd help. But we got it. I'd like your help. But otherwise, we have some stuff going on.
Darling, you're going to turn down the help of 3 dragons in your fight against a dragon? That doesn't seem very smart.
No, of course I'm not going to turn that down. We just already have a dragon. So if you're adding dragons to our dragon, that's sick as hell, and I appreciate it.
Oh, who's your dragon?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, huh? I guess it doesn't matter now. The big one, the strongest, coolest one, Desdemona.
Yeah, fuck. Why does it have to be her? Every time.
Because it being her creates the most fun drama.
I guess. Alright, change of plans. We may have to kill my mom to get the rings. I don't know why, but those 2 may happen.
Wait, are you saying that out loud in front of this guy?
I'm mentally saying it to my siblings in our group chat.
And this coup, probably I can't imagine this coup would have been very viable without having at least a dragon on your side, huh?
No, I don't think so. We're low-level fiends, and Falconbridge is a terrible fiendish dragon, so we needed a dragon on our side, and Desdemona has been kind enough to share her draconic magic with us. So
in the group chat, I mean, yeah, killing your mum would maybe solve this.
Rex is laughing in the group chat, calling and says, "Remember when she was so ready to try to ingratiate herself to Desdemona? Remember that part? Remember how great that was? God, I hate her. God, I hate her so much."
Okay, so we killing Desdemona again, huh?
Well, first we really need to find where these rings are. So if this individual isn't going to lead us to them, then we need to pull off from here and just try to find where the incubus and succubus have gone. Do we know their names at all? They have names, right? I can't keep track of everyone's small folk, but some of them name theirs, right? Like pets?
It's Ian Cubis and Susie Cubis.
Do I...
It took me a second to realize what you were doing there. I think, this guy you're talking to on the stairs will tell you, and the name just, slips across your mind. just completely out the other side. And he's, looking antsy. He wants to go up and join what is clearly, a pitched battle upstairs.
Yeah, is this the moment that I cast Hold Monster on him, in order to be like, no, you are paralyzed here. You ain't leaving till you tell us.
I think we talked about this last episode, but you're using the level 1 sheet, right? So you don't have Hold Monster.
Yeah, sorry, we're in duel still.
I also don't think he has anything else to offer us currently. Because he's basically said, yeah, someone else has got them. Here are their names. I don't know, they're somewhere. So, unless he is directly leading us to them, I think we might as well just, keep searching. Or maybe, I don't know, go up to wherever this battle is and see if maybe they're there.
Yeah, I think what we're going to need to do right now is follow this guy up into the battle a little bit and also give ourselves the flexibility of turning into dragons if need be sometime soon. We just need to get out of these dungeons.
Yeah.
If we get upstairs, we can big level sheet and start throwing some stuff around to get some answers.
All right, you can follow this guy upstairs. Can I actually get deception rolls from all of you to not act suspicious? Can you act normal enough to get where he's going?
The answer is no. We know we know that's not the case.
I botched.
I got a 7.
I get advantage.
Oh yeah, wait, can I use birthday advantage?
No, you cannot use birthday advantage. You can actually, you get something known as Austin's trick.
No, use the plush rabbit. Use the rabbit's foot to unbotch yourself, and we'll see if it's a group fail.
I'll roll. Use the lucky rabbit's foot. I got a 13 for my reroll.
How many charges do you have? Because now we're in the Falconbridge arc, so that counter started last episode.
I've used at least one. I thought that was. What I've got listed here is that's my last one, is what I've got written down.
I was gonna say, I think I used one last episode to avoid a botch again.
I know we used at least one, and according to my notes, we used 2, because I've only got 1 left on here, so that... Yeah, I think this is the last one of the arc.
Okay, so is that a 13, a 16, and a 7, is what I'm seeing there?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's at least not a botch.
All right, so you all follow this fiend up the stairs. He's running to join a battle that you can hear in the distance, and the group fails, but you don't botch because of the lucky rabbit's foot. So this is about to get very bad. Instead, it just gets medium bad, which is you're running with a group of fiends. More people are joining you. They're pulling, weapons. They're unlocking doors here, grabbing things out of Falconbridge's collection. They're arming themselves with her celebrity memorabilia magic items, and suddenly there is a terrible heat that sweeps over you, and there's a blast of wind. Dexterity saving throw, all of you, is Gertrude, the steam genie, arrives and blasts you over, fucking up your plan to just follow this guy.
Oh, 9.
16.
-2.
Woof.
Rex tanks it. The rest of you are going to take 2 fire damage from Gertrude's boiling body as she arrives on the scene and says, "I don't know what's happening, but I get to kill people." Hell yeah. And she starts fighting back. So you 3 are in your humanoid disguises.
I loop Gertrude into the group chat. We need to find some rings, otherwise we can't find Rex's egg.
Oh shit, hey! Hoppy, I didn't know you were here. We've got a problem outside.
Yeah, we're heading up to deal with that. I'm assuming this is in the form of an unfriendly dragon up there.
Well, no, I just got here. I'm saying outside of the castle that we're in. There are armies.
God.
Armies are marching on this position right now.
Okay, what kind of armies?
Yeah, it seems like a couple different armies coming, as if, I don't know, Falconbridge pissed off one too many people and everything's kicking off. I see there's fighting from inside, too. That's not good.
Hey, Gertrude, I know that you're not the biggest fans of all of them, but can you like, make a call to the Polycool group chat? Because we need some backup.
Can I privately message Rex to just be like, you know, if she had been this interesting when we were together, I probably wouldn't be forgetting her name all the time. She's really kicked up the drama since we broke up.
I think she's about to be kicked up to death. Rex is dragging his fingers down his face at this point. You said that people are basically looting this place for items, right?
100%, yep.
If I remember right, there is a relic somewhere here. While this frenzy is happening, can I try to spot it? Because you know what? If he can't get the fucking rings, at least he'll get something that he can maybe trade to Bolingbroke for assistance.
Great recall. Yeah, Bolingbroke told you that he knows of 3 relics in the Cookie Mountains, one owned by Rosaline, one by Viola, and one by Falconbridge. So that is a good idea here. Can I get just a perception check, actually? Because chaos, people are opening doors, running up and down stairs, all kinds of stuff's happening.
6, nothing.
Yeah, not good. I will say that it seems like the looting is pretty sporadic and scattered, and it seems to be focused on items with lesser warding. So, like the most powerful items probably have all kinds of spells that will incinerate you if you try to steal the item. People are like mostly grabbing the cheap shit. So I will say you don't see anyone with who has just like a very obvious relic in their hands, but you assume it's still here somewhere.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, as you know, Gertrude is talking about these fucking armies marching on here. Rex is just gonna flat out say out loud to everyone, "I am not fighting 4 armies for Falcon for this lady. I'm not doing that. I have way more important things to care about. Hop, you can stay if you want. I have a very obvious choice to make."
Look, I'm not asking you to. I know that your priority has to be those eggs. I am doing what I can to do both of these things. I understand your kid's gotta come first.
You should also realize you are making a choice by siding with someone so abusive her entire small folk population rebelled against her.
Yeah, well, that's a problem for when there is not a war happening imminently around. I would love to stop and have a conversation and work out what I'm doing there. This feels like not the time for that. Dealing with this war and getting your kid back are the priorities right now.
Yeah, Rex is gonna, I guess, push on through to the next area because he's not gonna wait for it at this point.
Yeah, what was the result, Austin, of me trying to call in the polycule of as allies for this this battle?
Yeah, if you ask Gertrude to go get help, she will go do that. But it's like that's going to be a bunch of spells and a bunch of stuff. She's like that's you're sending her on a mission. If that's what you want to do with Gertrude, you don't need a roll for that. She'll just do that. Rex, and you say you move on to the next area. To be clear, are you trying to go towards where all of the fiends are going?
Yeah, because his only like real lead right now, right, is to try and find whoever has these rings.
Understood. I just wanted to make sure. So if you all follow Rex runs ahead to where the fiends who are blasted by Gertrude have regained themselves. People who are looting ancient swords and so forth are running, and it seems like there is a assassination attempt, coup d'etat, happening in Lady Falconbridge's throne room, which is what you see, Rex. Lady Falconbridge is in her draconic form, which we've discussed before, like a majestic giant blue centaur almost, where it has like the blue dragon's body, but then her tiefling upper torso and head on the end of it. And she has two unmistakable items: the riddle sword, which is like a curved scimitar, which has the kind of shape of a question mark, like the pommel is like a dot. And she also has the mistakeophone, this strange goblin instrument that Hop gave to her earlier in the season. And she is honking the mistakeophone to shatter the bones of fiends who rush her, and swinging the riddle sword to slice people down. But there's dozens of them. They're all running at her, and that's what you see in the throne room.
Yeah, instantly drops human form to be a dragon, and then just starts like I think he's just scooping up these like fiends in his claws, and then just sorting them out to not the person that took the rings, not the person that took the rings, and just dropping them out of his hands. Like, you ever see those videos of probably not, you're not on TikTok, Austin, just people sorting colors of rice with chopsticks very rapidly. That's what Rex is trying to do at this point.
Absolutely never seen anything like that in a million years. But so it sounds to me like instead of rolling initiative and trying to fight to win, you want to roll, say, sleight of hand to check the combatants for rings.
Yeah, I'm picking the. Can I finesse you with an athletics? What he's doing is the bully tactic of picking you up and shaking you so your change, in this case, rings fall out.
Also, Rex, I've not given you foresight yet this arc, have I?
You have not, which we probably might want to save until we're actually like fighting potentially Desdemona.
I'm not sure how long it lasts. I was looking at it going like, is now a good time to be helping with that? But
actually, it does last like 8 hours, I think.
Let me double check length. I know it lasts a while, which is why I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, 8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah, fuck it. Have foresight.
Okay. It takes a full minute to cast, so I don't think you can currently.
I can be kicking people with my feet while casting foresight.
Austin, would I be able to cast the spell Wall of Ice to try to block off the entranceway to the invading people into Lady Falconbridge's room? I don't know if it'll cover the entire entrance, but at the very least it'll like force them to funnel into like two very specific directions that'll kind of slow everything down.
That seems like an extremely clever idea when you're facing reinforcements, is to cut them off. You're parking your knight on the stairs, in Fire Emblem, so that an enemy phase, they can't rush your ass. Mm-hmm. I think if everyone, I just want to confirm, everyone's here in the throne room. No one is going somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be in here because I also have a secondary question, which is the rings. Are those artifacts? Do we believe they're indestructible?
Interesting question. Can I get history rolls? I will say the Ice Storm, the Ice Wall doesn't require a dice roll to set up, right? You just choose that, and suddenly huge blocks of ice are ripping up through the ground and blocking everything. So that's happening while you're rolling me history.
Oh, do I need to do an Andronicus roll? Is he stealing my spells still?
Yep, he is.
Okay.
While doing the history roll, I'm also going to cast Wall of Fire for if there is another entrance to this room to give another one that's blocked off.
Whoa.
I got a 15 for my sleight of hand.
And 19 history.
Okay, a lot of stuff going on. Here is what I'll say at 19. You have seen Dropnir the Golden Ring before because you have dated Falconbridge and she's shown it to you. You believe the original is an artifact, but the copies are not, to answer your question. So, I don't know if that's helpful, but that's just a true thing. 15 on sleight of hand. I will say you start knocking over fiends with your big red dragon claws, rifling through their pockets. You do not find any gold rings, but you do, with a 15, find an item that was looted from Lady Falconbridge's that might be of interest to you. It is a mayor's sash. The word mayor is misspelled with a Q instead of an A.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that, absolutely. Maybe tie it as like a little ribbon around one of my cute little horns. That'd be nice.
Uh-huh. You don't know what effect, if any, it has right now, but I'll say with these two big spell slot burns, Wall of Fire, Wall of Ice, to control the zones, you can cut off reinforcements, and then it is 4 dragons against a bunch of ladies and dudes. So you basically are going to trash the fuck out of them. Is there anything else you want to say or do here while that's happening? Because I'm not going to roll this combat while you flatten a bunch of people who aren't in the same weight class as you.
I had rolled a 6, so that's my Wall of Ice, a 6th level spell, and then I lost my other 6th level spell slot to Andronicus. So
Perfect.
Bummer.
You secure the throne room. All of you and Falconbridge are tearing incubi and succubi limb from limb as you have a moment here to talk and regroup.
I would like to say Rex is making absolutely no effort to kill any of these fiends. He is going through their pockets and then moving on.
yeah, I'm not killing them either. Really, I'm trying to mitigate where they are and keep them from like invading, but I'm leaving that to Falconbridge to actually handle murdering her small folk. I've got a political career to consider here.
Okay, interesting. I think that makes sense as a role-playing move. I am going to roll something against the two passive members. Doc Hop, are you fighting the fiends?
I am fighting the fiends, yes.
Okay. This is for Rex, a 9, and this is for Dicaprio, a 17. Rex with a 9. One of them tries to, sees you take the sash and tries to grab it from you, and with the 9, they fail miserably, and you can just push him away. With the 17, someone definitely brushes by you, Dicaprio, and gets a hand in your inventory.
Okay. What do they take?
You don't know yet because there's a lot of chaos, and I, Austin, don't know yet. We'll get back there in a second. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
You'll have to take a moment to look through your shit, but that's what's happening because the
Am
passive.
I choosing, or is this a roll? Is what I guess I'm getting at.
I don't know yet currently.
Okay,
I was just saying
gotcha.
that when you two appear to be passive in what is a huge coup d'etat throne room fight, people take the opportunity to steal from you.
Okay. Noted.
Let's see. How much damage does Wall of Fire do?
Huh?
Wall of Fire does 5d8 damage on a failed save. I take half damage from fire. If Rex is reasonably confident that he is actually pushed through, or gone through the people here, and he's pretty sure that whoever has the rings is not there, he's gonna glance at Falconbridge and then just walk through the Wall of Fire to start going through the fiends on the stairs there.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. I'll just say that when you three bust in, use your big magic walls to control the space, and Hop, you're helping Falconbridge fight. She does say to you, "Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. They're just going insane. There must be some sort of magic effect going on."
They don't fucking like you.
It's a rebellion, you idiot. They don't like you.
I am universally beloved, so it's obviously not that.
You're incredibly bad at your job.
Look, I'd have thought that was the case, but apparently no, that is not the case. They dislike you deeply and have gone and got Dragon help to come fight. I've called for the polycule to get us some backup. It's a lot out there.
Oh god, not the Yowie paddle cat, right?
Look, would you rather not have the Yowie Paddle Cat here right now, or have the Yowie Paddle Cat so that you've got someone else helping fight with all of this going on?
Actually, streamer, it was the Yowie Paddle Frog.
Oh, was it?
You're right, yes. Sorry, long day. Yeah, the Yowie Paddle Frog is gonna be here, but also, you've got a rebellion going up against you. Is this the one time where you can maybe go, the polycule is all relatively on your side? Maybe.
Maybe not. I don't feel like they're on my side. She is playing.
They're more on your side than the rebellion are, I'll tell you that.
What did I ever fucking do to these people besides clothe them and house them and feed them and make them part of a glorious, beloved empire of sweet-ass dragons? These fucking ungrateful bitches.
Rex opens a side channel to Dicaprio and says, she was so bad to her small folk, they rebelled against her. My mother has not managed that yet.
To be fair, your mother's probably better at manipulating her small folk than she is, so I don't know if that really is a point in her favor or not.
I guess the kobolds are kind of into it, which is uncomfortable.
I know I've brought this up before, but I have to do it every time. I bloody love using my brain to do a side call that doesn't include me.
Absolutely.
This is actually what Freud meant about the unconscious mind. It's when your siblings have a group chat using your brain about you.
But yeah, so Rex, you turn and start walking through the fire to go get the rings, presumably. What are the rest of you follow? Because Falconbridge doesn't seem like she thinks that's a good idea.
It's a bad idea for her.
I'm not leaving the throne room right now. I'm trying to get a grasp because we haven't like fully confirmed that no one in here has the rings, right? Like Rex has been shaking them, but like we don't know for certain yet that that's what's going on. And Dicaprio is just in a mind of trying to get some level of control over this situation before it inevitably gets, I guess, a lot worse soon.
Yeah, Rex is just being impulsive and and in his mind, he's not finding anything here, so he has to go through the next batch that's incoming.
Yeah. Falconbridge says, I mean, I come on, you all are like champions of the small folk. Can't you control them, get them to listen to you? Don't they know who you are?
In that way, there's a reason why I'm not squishing all of these people like ants. It's because they probably are very rightfully justified in wanting to overthrow you based on seemingly what little we know about how you are treating them. So perhaps we aren't looking to necessarily stop them per se.
I haven't done anything outside of draconic and fiendish culture. Like you know, like what you said. I'm Rosaline is way meaner than I am. What the fuck is all this?
Look, one thing we can say is that this rebellion, they do not have the strength to do this rebellion without the dragon they have brought along for the fight. If we can deal with that, maybe we sit down and have a conversation with the small folk and calm that down at that point.
What? Wait, what dragon did they bring?
Rex starts laughing.
Yeah. See, you know how you were, you thought you were on good terms with a certain big old dragon.
I'm on good terms with everybody. Everyone loves me.
Well,
Clearly not.
Desdemona is perfectly funding trying to get you killed by your own small folk.
That's not my fucking problem. She's doing that to get at me because of you three chuckle fucks.
She might be funding them, but she's not making the unrest out of nothing.
Also, Orlando decreed that there's no dragon-on-dragon violence, so Desdemona literally can't attack me. So, write that down. Someone's taking notes, right? Rex, come back.
I don't know.
Notes.
She seems to fucking disagree.
Until the radicalized position my mother and father are taking gets you counted as not a dragon anymore.
That stops Falconbridge in her tracks because she is the most visibly non-dragon of all the dragons here, and it hadn't really occurred to her that someone was going to change what counts as being a dragon. That's not good for her.
No, the way they're being right now, I would not fucking put anything past them.
So if you want any chance of getting out of this in, I don't know, a way that you might survive, maybe stop squishing them and try to come to a peace accord.
How? What? Okay, I declare peace, she says. She just starts yelling, I institute a peace to everyone. And people are start shooting her with arrows from the other side of the fire.
Yeah, let's see here. How do we go about this?
Did one of us have a mass calm emotion spell?
I've got mass suggestion, which could be used to start trying to spread a message of she's willing to talk, murmuring through the rebellion.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, mass suggestion could be used to, like, start calming people down in large to then, you know, be like, okay, what concessions do you want?
Yeah, like, it's only gonna influence up to 12 creatures at a time, but I feel like that's a starting point for trying to get something rippling of, wait, okay, we can actually have our demands heard. If you can get a little bit of a counter-narrative.
All right, Doc Hop, you're going to burn a big spell. Mass Suggestion is 6th level. I rolled a 12. Let's just say that's for everybody. Let's, we could do it a couple different ways, but with only 12 people being turned by it, but they will influence other people. Like when 12 people suddenly stand down, more people get nervous, and I will say that this is because I failed that check. This more or less works how you want. You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence 12 creatures of your choice. So what do you say? What is your sentence or two?
Calm down and spread the word that... Calm down and spread the word that she's willing to talk and hear us out.
Okay. Yeah, all of you are standing in the throne room, and you hear the retreating sounds of battle as the first 12 people tell 12 people, they tell 12 friends, and so forth, like a chain letter.
Like a magical replicating coin of some sort.
Something like that, yeah. Motifs. I will say that this doesn't mean the rebellion is over, but you all have some breathing room here in your fortified throne room. Rex, are you going to come back? I know you were like halfway through leaving. You're on the other side of the firewall.
He'll come if we're able to just calm these people down, and he can just systematically shake their pockets afterwards, or just get them to give it over as part of the peace talks. Then yeah, he'll go with this currently.
Okay, so you can walk back through the wall of fire to the throne room. You see your siblings in Falconbridge. You have a moment here. The plotters have retreated but not fled.
Yeah. I am gonna mental message Falconbridge and go, look, I know your instinct is going to be to tell these small folk to fuck off with their requests. I know that you can compromise. You've done so good at sharing the date chart with the other people on the date chart. I know you can do this.
Okay, let's just say I crawl on my hands and knees and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be mean, you fucking pussies," and they all agree. Then what? I feel I can't trust these people in my fucking house ever again.
I mean, step one is them not trying to murder you with the backing of big old dragon society. We work out what step two is after that.
Okay, so you're trying to coach Falconbridge to make some kind of peace with her small folk. Now that the battle has calmed down, there's a moment here where Gertrude, the steam genie, comes back and says, "Hey, Hippy Hoppy, I got a message through to the Kuhl. They said they're on their way, but there is, the armies that are approaching and surrounding this mountain fortress?
Yeah.
They must have some kind of magic. And, I guess I could just show you. She grabs your shoulder, teleports outside of the fortress, and gestures broadly. You see, you're on top of this snowy mountain, and all down the sides around you, you see encroaching armies. You see them first now, and they are dwarves and elves, most notably. And they are marching on this position. And there's also this black fog that rolls in with them. And she says, Gertrude says to you, my spells stopped working. I can't get any more messages out. So that's what's going on right here. Anyway, back to the throne room, grabs your shoulder again, teleports back in.
Black fog?
Yeah, okay, hey, update. There is elves and dwarves and a black fog, and maybe the black fog is stopping magic getting through, if I understood that right. Also, yeah, maybe this whole thing is no dragon on dragon violence, but maybe a dragon could magically influence an army to come do the violence on their behalf, for example. So
I don't think this is magical influence. I think this is sending an army to just kill her.
Yeah, to be clear, like, dragons are fighting our wars through proxies with our armies, basically, I think, at this point.
Yep. Gertrude and Falconbridge will explain any of that stuff if you would like. But that is you understand from, or you intuit that dwarves is Xenobarbus's army and elves is Desdemona's. They timed the coup with their encircling of the fortress. They're gonna take Falconbridge's lair and kill her because she's on your team and you're in a war with Desdemona.
Mm-hmm. I assume it doesn't seem viable because we're using the term armies here, that we like the four of us could take out all of the army, like all three armies, if we needed to.
Yeah. That's a great question. Can I get insight on this?
Okay. What is that? That is 6. 12.
5.
With a 12, that's average. I'll say that the reason that none of the members of the Dragon Cold War have done anything quite this dramatic since is because there is an expectation that if you march an army of small folk, a dragon will just obliterate it, right? Like, that is, I think, a reasonable thing. So the fact that they're doing this must mean they have some kind of trick up their sleeve. Because under normal circumstances, it would be foolish to march an army of dwarves at the Orlando siblings, because you three will fucking wash them.
Granted, they also did not think that there was going to be 4 dragons here. They thought there would have been just Falconbridge, I guess.
Now, you say that this is happening because of Falconbridge's association with us.
Correct.
I think with this information, Hop is going to turn to Falconbridge and go, you might be better off not associated with me right now.
Whoa. Gertrude says, that's what I've been saying this whole time.
This is not the moment, Gertrude. This is not the moment.
Yes, my liege. Apologies.
Wait, hold on. Now Rex is the vizier. This is the moment. This is the moment.
Falconbridge seems kind of shocked at that and says, I mean, I staked everything on this with you all, and now Desdemona is going to pick off all your allies one by one by stoking rebellion in their small folk and then trapping them and then encircling them. She's really smart. Even if I give up now, if I go out there and I say, I surrender, Desdemona, I'll be your best friend, she's just going to do this to all your other allies.
I know. I'm just...
Rex, is there anything that Enobarbus could do to call off his army? Is there anything he would take to not take part in this if things look to be going poorly?
I mean, I think it's a question of what would force someone to back down. Offering him something is an option, but if he's confident he can just kill her...
Well, if the army inside of here manages to make peace, which is a very large if, then suddenly this goes from just slaughtering a dragon to fighting an army and then fighting the dragon. And if we can make Enobarbus's dwarves back off, then I think Desdemona will just back off entirely. She won't have enough pressure to push through an army and fight a dragon afterwards without getting directly involved herself.
Rex turns to Falconbridge. You have a relic. Offer it to the dwarves.
Oh. That's interesting. Can I get persuasion? You've all given her a couple of different things. You've said, make up with your small folk and try to get their approval back. You've said, surrender to Desdemona and stop associating with us. You've said, give a gift to Enobarbus. So there's like a bunch of different plans here.
Yeah. And to be clear, Hop was not saying you should do that. It was a, if it's not worth it to be associated to me, I understand.
Laura, did you cast Foresight, or did you, or did, what's the...
Yeah, if okay. Austin's chill for me to have done so, I'm casting Foresight on you.
Yeah, at this point, you're all in the throne room, and you have time to do any number of things you want.
Yeah.
17.
All right, 17 and 25 on their persuasion. So your solution here is to tell Falconbridge, hey, go get your relic, this powerful item, and offer it to Enobarbus to get him to surrender? Or get him to accept her surrender? Back off?
I think I would say it's two-pronged. It has to be that, and also she has to get the people inside to back down, because otherwise she still has to by hand kill her entire small folk accoutrements.
Yeah, there's a lot of time pressure because there's marching armies and there's a brewing rebellion and there's all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah. Here's what Falconbridge will say with a 25. She'll say, first of all, how do you know I have a relic? I thought I was hiding that from the Gladys Accords checkers. Apparently everyone just knows my shit.
We're in a spy game, lady? You think people aren't finding stuff out?
You weren't spying on me, were you, Hop?
I wasn't spying on you.
Okay.
I was just enjoying being here.
Aww.
Didn't she literally have a spy camera? Rex is whispering that out loud to DiCaprio.
Fuck you.
Didn't she actually just have one of those?
No. Literally not.
You got a 25. So Falconbridge says, okay, well, my secret vault that apparently isn't secret is in the bottom secret basement. And she, describes how to get there. She says, oh, you can go get my relic. I assume if I come with you, we're going to get turbo infinity jumped by 1,000 incubi.
Well, you don't really have the choice to go down there right now, because if you want to survive this encounter, you need to start figuring out how you're going to make amends to your small folk. Concessions that need to be made.
At this point, I think Hop's going to shout out to the somewhat subdued crowd. Is there a representative who can speak for what the demands of the small folk are?
You're gonna want to kill them. Don't do that. It's not gonna help.
Yeah, Falconbridge swings the riddle sword around theatrically and says, I can fight my own diplomatic battles, siblings. Why don't you go down to the basement and go get the relic, and I'll work on that. Well, we're running out of time.
I want to do an insight check. I just don't think it's going to do anything, but I want to establish I don't have faith in this woman. I foresee this going very wrong if I leave this room, but I feel like I have to.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. This is the situation. Gertrude asks Hop, should I come with you to the relic, or do I stay here and defend, this doomed queen?
Can I offer Austin if I stay behind with Lady Falconbridge to oversee and make sure she's not going to create an immediate faux pas seconds after we leave?
Yeah, because I feel like whether it's me or it's you, I feel like someone needs to stay with her who will be more likely to try and make peace talks happen than Gertrude would.
I feel like if you point out to Gertrude they're doing this because they were basically abused slaves, that could probably get them on the small folk side.
Yeah, I mean, Gertrude already hates Falconbridge. You don't need to convince her of that. She's already...
Oh, yeah, but I also... My other concern is that Gertrude might just pick a fight with Falconbridge.
It takes the chance to murder?
It's possible.
Right.
Listen, it's absolutely possible. So if it sounds like we're splitting the party, DiCaprio, you're staying in the throne room with the ladies, and then Rex and Hop, you're going downstairs. That's what we're doing?
Sure.
All right.
If that works for everybody, yeah.
Okie dokie. Rex and Hop, can I get survival to navigate the hallways as described to you by Lady Falconbridge?
Survival.
This fortress is a twisting labyrinth of icy cold, dark hallways lit only by guttering torches, and you hear around every corner conspiratorial whispers because there are
19
conspirators conspiring.
Also 19.
19's very good. You follow the directions exactly, and you do notice at one point there is a hallway where one is not supposed to be. In Falconbridge's descriptions, he said go all the way to the end of the hallway and then take a right. There is no other option. There'll just be a right there, and you get to where she said, and there is also a left. So I don't know if you would want to just take the right like she said, or try to figure out why that is.
Okay, two things here. One, Dan wants to go left because this is a dungeon in effectively a fantasy game, and you always go to the not intended path.
Uh-huh.
And two, Rex is is he getting fucking trapped or so? He doesn't trust it now, and he, quite frankly, could fully believe at this point Falconbridge just gave us the wrong directions through incompetence. So what is now the other pathway?
Do you want to split up 50-50? One of us takes the obvious trap and one takes the proper road?
Yet again, more splitting. Anything you all want.
I'd be fine with that. And that is also the name of this season. Everyone's splitting the party constantly.
Yeah, okay.
I thought we've done a pretty good job at not splitting the party this season.
That's completely incorrect.
I think Quinn is comparing it to previous seasons where she usually spends most of her time alone.
Okay, fair enough.
Dan, which half of the split do you want to take? I'll take whichever's left.
I think I want the incorrect hallway. It might be the wrong one to take, but Austin has dangled it in front of me as a this shouldn't be here.
So you're going left, I'll go right, which I think makes sense because I think Hop would trust Falconbridge's directions and not second guess them.
Perfect. So Dan and Laura, you're going to switch back to your level 1 sheets for a bit here because you find yourselves in human-sized hallways and you are following your paths. We'll rejoin you in a second. Dicaprio, you're in the throne room. Falconbridge turns to you. She is enormous, dragon-sized, terrible as the dawn, and she says, I bet you're going to remember my name now.
Finger Lakes. Did I get it?
Why are you such a fucking cunt to me?
Do you really want to hash this out right now, or...
Yes, I think I'm about to probably be killed or surrender and humiliated and absorbed into Desdemona's whole thing, so this might be our last chance. Yeah, what is your fucking problem? I was perfectly nice to you.
Yes, darling, you were fine, and I'm a cunt. You're boring. You've always been kind of boring. You care nothing else about anything but other people's stuff, and it speaks to a lack of confidence you feel about your own self if you're only so concerned with what other people have created and done. You yourself feel like you haven't done much, so you just didn't leave an impact, I guess.
I am not boring. I am on the cutting edge of fashion. I was on the cover of Haute Couture this month. You're out of your mind. You poisoned your brain.
You walk into a butchery and you leave with a full ball gown. It's very avant-garde, but you do it 7 or 8 times and suddenly it's not so chic and inventive anymore. It's just become trite. You try too hard.
Yeah, I tried too hard to forgive you and be nice to your sister when I should have caved your head in with a mace in the Feywild. You are impossible. I don't know how anybody likes you. I guess probably the only person who pretends to like you, Andronicus, is fucking faking it. So yeah, you're unloved as fuck. Fuck you.
Probably right. And you are fair to be angry at me because I did make mistakes in our relationship. But you need to take some level of accountability for what's going on. It is going to get very bad very quickly unless you find a way to suffocate this ego that you've manifested about nothing. I don't know what you're so proud about that you have such a big head on your shoulders, but you need to find some way to pull it all together or you are going to get ripped apart.
I mean, when your siblings bring back my relic, I guess I'm going to be trading it to join your enemy, and I'll be humbled, but then I'll be on the winning side. You can't beat those armies outside, let alone those armies plus me. So I guess we're going to get a chance to hash this out when I'm fighting you in the war.
You know, I don't hate you, to be clear.
You know that scene from that old 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode where he goes, oh, no, actually, wait, hold on, I hate him. That's me.
I think she thinks about it for a second and she says, I didn't hate you, but now I do. I do hate you, Dicaprio, and you deserve it.
That's fine. Get in line. Right now, I'm concerned with keeping your small folk from just boiling over and having all of this crumble around you. Because for some reason that I can't fully comprehend, even though your name perpetually escapes me, there is a small part of me that always still kind of wants the best for you.
That's worse. I wish you were just an evil psychopath and I could just hate you and you would hate me and we could just be normal about it. This fucking fake pity shit sucks even worse. You can't even be a dickhead, right?
Also, what do I roll to slap her across the face?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll just an attack.
I don't even know what my stats are for anything.
It's just whatever there's.
I have proficiency in in a slap, right?
Yep, you do.
Yeah. So it'd be probably 6 plus dexterity.
So 6, 15.
15 is not enough to hit a dragon's AC. You try to swing at her, and there is actually dexterity saving throw. You've seen this once before on screen in the Feywild.
14.
14. When someone, I think it was Rex, you hit Lady Falconbridge, and a strange white fire jumped out of her and burned you. And the same thing happens here. With a 14, you fail the dexterity throw, and you're going to take 12 damage as that same strange white fire jumps in front of your hand. And it doesn't burn like the way fire usually does. It's just terribly enervating and cold, and that blocks your slap. And she says, if you want to do this, we can do this. You want to fight, and then they can just, hand whoever loses over to Desdemona. Let's just do it.
I know I should have been the one to stay back. Fuck.
No. I'm just trying to get you in your right sense of mind, because right now you don't seem to be focusing on what's important.
At this point, the only thing that's important to me is Doc Hop. And if she wasn't your sister, I would rip your fucking head clean off at this point. Do you forget that you're younger than me? Your ego is expanded so much you have forgotten the basic facts of dragon kind.
So, I have actually forgotten that you're older than me, mostly because details about you don't really manifest in my mind so much.
I was your mentor, you absolute boob.
If you say so. But right now, I'm not really concerned about those sorts of things, because I am here out of my own kindness and benevolence trying to solve things. You have no allies. You've made no friends besides Hop. Everyone else does not seem to like you. Your small folk don't like you. Desdemona doesn't like you. They're all just willing to kill you at this point. Why are you not just eagerly accepting that there is some kind of aid on your behalf?
I am. I'm giving up my relic. I've given up probably half my hoard today between all the people looting my house. I'm being extremely magnanimous.
Then why don't we start talking about what you're going to give your small folk so that we can try to start broaching some level of a peace?
I'll give them whatever they want. I don't care. Fuck those people. Your sick obsession with small folk has always been really disgusting.
Why are you a dragon? Like, why do you choose to even be a part of this culture if you seem to despise it so much?
Because it's the best. It's the best gig in town. What, I should go find a shard of hell and go mine the fucking fields of screaming souls? No, being a dragon rocks. I'm fucking queen shit of fuck mountain.
Are you? Like, as Dicaprio kind of looks around at the chaos, she's like, this doesn't really look like fuck mountain, but I guess if you want to be the queen of this, you can for as long as that will entail. It seems like a pretty brief reign.
I mean, okay, it's a bad day, I admit. I've seen better days on this particular mountain, but it rocks. I'm not going to make an apology for living the best life that has ever been available to any being in history. That we live in the unprecedented peace created by your father. We're nearly invincible magical beings of nigh unlimited power. It rocks. I'm not going to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so strong. I'm sorry. I can do whatever I want. That fucking lame.
Nothing is going great so far. We're talking about this peace, but the Cookie Mountains exist on this razor-thin wire of just everything imploding upon itself. Like,
Who did that?
How can you
Who
possibly...
did that?
Trust me, I am aware that I am...
Technically
I'm aware
cheated.
I'm shaking things up a little bit, but it's in an attempt to find some level of stability. Father's way was not working that well.
Yes, it was. There was 200 years of peace before you got a fucking small folk fetish and we got weird at Ulysses' party. Everyone knows that you are the cause of all this unrest. Everyone's talking about it behind your back.
That I just assumed everyone's always talking about me behind my back, usually about how radiant I am and how jealous they are. The point is that there needs to be a change. And right now it's undergoing that. You can decide if you fully do not want to be a part of this rebellion or anything like that, then fine. Perhaps you fly off, find a new mountain to claim as your own, and side yourself with Desdemona, and let whatever happens with Hop be what happens. Or you can accept that there are people here trying to pull you out of this situation and find some level of a way for you to survive this and keep going. Perhaps, maybe even flourish as a result of this. Are you interested in peace and negotiation in any way, shape, or form right now?
What's my fucking name, Misty?
Falconbridge.
We cut back to Rex Maximus. You find yourself.
Fucking love this show.
You find yourself in the twisting hallways far outside of the way they were described to you by Lady Falconbridge, and you have been misled by illusion magic and taken into a horrible labyrinth of nonsense. Why don't you roll me something here? What do you think?
I have to hit up. I've been talking shit too much, so my roll macros are out of the way. Crit 21.
Good lord. Okay. This is incredible. Rex, the fiends here are trying to use illusion magic to frustrate your attempts to end this coup, but they accidentally redirect you into a hallway of locked doors with incredible treasures behind it, and with a crit, you've been left in Willy Wonka's factory here. This is all of Falconbridge's most valuable items. You see, there are 3 locked doors. With a crit, there's no one here. You can just go ham.
Perfect. I think part of that has to be also that, Dicaprio is the illusion dragon of the Cookie Mountains, right? And Rex has been around her his entire life. These fiends are not going to do anything that he hasn't seen before 1,000 times at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only similar magic; they are channeling it from Desdemona with an attachment ribbon. So that it is the same type of magic exactly.
Yeah, Rex will take a look at these doors, trying to determine what these are. If there's anything you can tell before he starts popping hinges off to try to get inside.
Yeah, with a crit, I'll say that there are 3 doors. They're all locked. You think that you could get through all of them if you had enough time. I don't know if you want to spend all that because there's other stuff going on. But right now, here's what I'll say is that with your compulsion to hoard objects of authority, you do feel drawn to 2 doors in specific.
Yeah, he'll pick one of those at random and pop that door open, see what's there.
Here, another thing I'll say, I guess that in a way of helping you narrow it down, is one of the doors is very intricately and beautifully carved, and the other one is very plain. So one is more Dicaprio and one is more Hop. It's just like an arbitrary set decoration thing I'll give you about these doors.
I see. I think Rex runs his fingers along the curves of the really fancy door, right? And I think this almost evokes back to his original signet ring. This is this very complex, ornately gaudy golden ring, and it has been since replaced with a simple metal band. And he opens the plain door.
Okay, yeah. So you spend some time figuring out the lock or whatever, because I'm not going to hold you up too much here. You open the plain door, and you find a vault room, which houses within it a simple cup, a wooden ancient cup. Is on a
God,
dais.
It's the Holy Grail.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you can write Holy Grail in your inventory because that is exactly what it is.
I can't believe it. I'm the real king of kings now.
It is a symbol of authority, and it is also a doohickey because it's just a normal carpenter's cup that Doc Hop could also attune to.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know what? Fuck it. Rex almost never robs other dragons. He's taking it. He does not like her, and he blames her for so much.
I'm glad that you got something cool out of your diversion away from trying to get your egg back.
To be fair, he fully believed that he got bad information from Falconbridge, so he's getting something while he's here.
Yep. You exit the room with the cup. You don't actually know the significance of it right now. It does feel like it's thrumming with magic power, and it was well hidden. And Falconbridge hoards celebrity memorabilia, so you can put some of those pieces together. There are 2 more doors, but as you step out, you do see there is a succubus in a big fluffy coat, like peeking out around the corner, and is like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be helplessly lost. How'd you get over here?"
My sister's been putting me down illusionary hallways my entire life. You really think you have what it takes to beat me in it?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me.
Do you have the fucking drop near?
No? Didn't the Cymbelines steal that?
It's been duplicating itself endlessly for decades at this point. Are you the one that took all the rings? If not, then I don't care. You can go about your coup or whatever. Frankly, more power to you if you succeed.
Hell yeah. That rocks. The succubus, sensing you're on their side, just runs away. Isn't gonna interfere with you. Is there anything else you want to say or do here, or are you just gonna go to the second door?
Rex will just ask, before the succubus can run away, and he'll just point to the 2 doors and say, before you go, I don't know, put thumbtacks under that woman's feet. Do you know what's behind these 2 doors?
The succubus seems hesitant to tell you at first, and then shrugs and says, "Fuck it, we ball." And says, "Yeah, one of those is the Rod of Rulers. It's like a legendary kind of stick, and the other one is the ore that gnome used to destroy the old plains. So it's we call it Ori, Ori."
Can I guess make some kind of knowledge check to see what I know about these 2 objects?
Yep, religion. They're very powerful items.
Okay. Another crit, 21.
What the fuck, Rex? Your hate has fueled you in such a deep way tonight.
Yeah, I think it has to. He's on a mission to get his fucking child back, and this diversion with Falconbridge is based. There's 2 subroutines going on right now at overclocked capacity. It's how can I ruin Falconbridge's day, and how can I get my kid back, and potentially how can I combine these 2 options?
Yeah. So the Rod of Rulership is a real Dungeons and Dragons. Well, it's not real, but you know what I'm saying. It's a iconic Forgotten Realms item that has its own real history and stuff. I'd say in this post-apocalyptic world, a lot of that stuff is lost, but it is a very powerful item that can not only increase the power of people who use it, but also cause people to obey you. You already have a crown that can dominate. This is actually more fear. The crown manipulates the salt in people's bodies to control them. The rod makes them do things because they're scared of you. The other thing is once upon a time you lived in the Forgotten Realms world where there was the plains of Planescape, and there was a gnome named Nifix who destroyed that. The item Nifix the gnome wielded was Ori the Ore, which is exactly what it sounds like, and it is probably infused with terrible reality warping magic.
Could this reality warping magic by any chance be used to help Hop in her fucking attempts to fold space in on itself?
You don't know. I will say Ori the Ore is not a symbol of authority. It is not beautiful, and it is not a normal thing. It's not a normal thing. It's a famous thing. So it actually, none of you can attune to it, but it is still valuable.
I mean, on that thought, it might be something that Falconbridge could, if working with us, use to help toward that aim, maybe.
I think Rex is going to, look at the ornate door that has this Rod of Rulership, right? And Rex briefly alluded to this. Part of his annoyance with Falconbridge here is that she's effectively ruling through fear and power, right? But she's bad at it. like compared to his mother. Like if you're like Machiavelli, right? Part of like that whole book, it's when it's saying like it's potentially better to be feared rather than loved. Its point is that you have to be good at it though, because if you're not, it doesn't end well. And if it's like this magic item will let him scare people into submission. Number one, he can already do that. He's a 5-ton dragon, and two, his small folk already like him. He doesn't need this, and he's just going to dismiss it as like basically worthless to him, because if Falconbridge couldn't even get it to keep her small folk under control, why would he want it?
Okay, so you don't want to open either door?
Yeah, he's going to, once he's determined that, he has an aversion to it and can't use the other one, he's just going to be, this isn't getting me anywhere further to getting my kid back. I'm moving on.
Sounds good. Doc Hop, you follow Lady Falconbridge's directions exactly down to the lowest basement. You find the false wall that she told you was there. You open that up. You find another secret staircase, and then go all the way down into the bowels. If this was like a traditional dungeon crawl, this would take 4 sessions to get here. It would be extremely annoying and tedious. You find yourself at a vault door. There is someone standing in front of it. They are an incubus of a handsome red-skinned devilish guy, and perched on his shoulder is a little fairy dragon who is whispering something in his ear.
Hey, fuckers.
Hey, what's up? They told me you were coming.
Yeah, who told you I was coming?
The incubus points at the Cymbeline on his shoulder. And just shrugs and says, I don't know what you all have against each other. I'm not part of any of this, but I guess you are fighting with this family. So they want me to stop you.
You got any of those self-duplicating rings that are hanging about at the moment?
Me personally? No. I know about the gold rings, though. Yeah?
Yeah, you know where I can find some of them? So I don't have to, torture that info out of you.
Oh, damn, it's like that. Okay. I mean, you seem really...
I don't know, it seems like you're here to fuck around with me, so,
Yeah, no, you seem really strong and smart, and I'm just a little guy. And while he's talking, the Cymbeline is whispering in his ear. He says, I mean, if you leave this vault alone, which I don't know if I can convince you of that because of how powerful you seem, I can take you to the gold rings. You just got to leave this alone.
Why should I believe you would actually do that?
I mean, it'd be impossible to trick you. Your wisdom is legendary. I would never... I mean, you're going to torture it out of me, so there's no point in even trying.
This is far too easy, and I do not fucking trust how easy this is.
Far too easy also has the guy that we're attempting to murder on his shoulder.
Right. It's...
I mean, obviously you shouldn't trust it. Your instincts are correct, and I would never even try to dissuade you. Can you make my death swift and meaningful or something?
What do I even do with this bullshit? Give me a second to work out a plan here. Oh, I'm on level 1 sheet, aren't I?
Yeah, you're in a human-sized hallway. You are a dragonborn, and the incubus is, like a red horned humanoid. So you look like just two people having a normal conversation here.
Was I led to believe that if I can get into this room, finding this artifact should be relatively easy? Or this relic?
Yeah, I think Falconbridge just said it's a vault. You expect the relic is just inside, and it won't be a big deal.
Okay. So I think what I do is I back up just a few steps. I get on my dire muskrat. I wind up my big metal arm.
Okay.
And I just charge forward at the door. I'm going through that door whether they get out the way or not.
Okay, roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay, you look carefully at your level 1 sheet, and you said, it's time to brawl.
Probably unwisely. I didn't want to fight. What I wanted to was catch them off guard and just kick the door down.
Yeah.
or knock them down and barrel through the door. I didn't necessarily want to stop and fight them. I want to just
Well, it is a vault
sneak
door,
past
so
them,
yeah,
dodge around them.
it's going to be more involved than just running into it.
Oh, okay. I can't just crash through it. Okay.
It's a dragon's vault.
I gotta do that with advantage. 20 on initiative.
20 succeeds. Yeah, you win. So you go first. You're charging on your dire muskrat. The incubus is just a guy. I'll say as you're charging, the Cymbeline on his shoulder suddenly disappears, presumably turning invisible.
I've got the ability to see invisible shit. What's the deal?
Well, yeah, I think your witch sight you're referring to, it doesn't that lets you see invisible shit, right? It lets you see. Let's read this for double sure, because I think it might matter what it lets you see.
Yeah. I can see the true form of any shape changer or creature that is concealed by illusion or transmutation magic. So if their invisibility is an illusion or transmutation magic, I can see them.
Absolutely. So two things happen here. The Cymbeline uses invisibility to become invisible. You turn on your witch sight, so you see the Cymbeline, which just has flown up to the corner of the ceiling to watch the battle from there. But you also see something else. We decided witch sight. We talked about this during the Ulysses arc. It also lets you see the trails of Sycorax's ribbons.
Yes.
And you see that this incubus is wrapped like a mummy in hateful, pulsing red ribbons. Also black ribbons. The attachment ribbons, they're bound together. I don't know how much of this I need to say explicitly, but in case anyone was not sure, there were 3 different colors of spies that Desdemona had. You know, the blue one were the Cymbelines. The red ones are Falconbridge's small folk. So she has been, putting spies. This is something we talked about during the Sycorax arc.
Yeah.
Is that Desdemona is having spies everywhere. There's only one color unaccounted for, the gold.
Okay. I feel like
my small folk, that feels like that can happen.
I feel like this Cymbeline turning invisible confirms what I suspected, which is the key to winning this fight is attacking the Cymbeline first and foremost ahead of the incubus. So, using the Morning Veil to cast Confusion once per long rest, would that take my action for the turn?
Yes, that would.
Give me 1 second to decide if I want to do that right now or not. What's the deal with it?
What's the deal with Cymbelines?
Each creature in a 10-foot sphere, so we would get both of them. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, Confusion hits each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere on a point I choose. They have to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. And that's a 80% chance that they get fucked over, and the options are move in a random direction, doesn't take actions, makes a melee attack against one of its own friends. Oh, that's pretty good if I can hit them. Cool, yeah, I'm using the Morning Veil to cast Confusion on both of these two.
All right, so yeah, you use the dire muskrat to back them into a corner. The Cymbeline thinks it's safe being invisible, but it's not. You don the Morning Veil that was in the Temple of Sadness at your mother's. I'm going to roll. This is for the Cymbeline. 7. That's a terrible fail. This is for the incubus. Crit. So only the Cymbeline is racked with terrible sadness.
That's the main one. Yeah, so it can try and do rolls to get out of Confusion, but for now, on each of its turns, it's going to have to roll a d10, and 80% chance it's gonna have something bad happen to it.
Yeah, okie dokie. It is. That was your turn. It is now the incubus's turn. It is going to. Here's the thing. You can see the ribbons on this incubus. You can check this later. It will be clear to you. All of the incubi and succubi have been infiltrated. Desdemona's sharing magic with all of them. Falconbridge has been totally infiltrated, and so you could see the ribbons attached to this fiend glow as he draws magic from Desdemona the Diamond Dragon and blasts you with the frostbite that you've seen Dicaprio do 1,000 times. This is family ice magic, so here we go. 10. That's not gonna hit, huh?
No, that's not gonna hit.
All right, it's your turn. The incubus, absorbs that magic from Desdemona and blasts it at you.
Is the Cymbeline attempting to take a turn?
No, it's confused up in the corner. It's just it was always just gonna watch.
Okay, so it's not doing one of the rolls because one of the things on here is that the Cymbeline might have to start attacking its friend. Is why I asked.
Oh yeah, no, good catch. That I got to do that. I was just gonna say if it just kind of wanders around randomly, that doesn't change anything too much. But yeah 7 and 8.
If it hits a 7 or an 8, that's really good for me.
All right, here's the roll. 8.
See, this is why I pushed for it. So with an 8, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Okay, so this Cymbeline has items, and its loot, like if you kill it and get its loot box loot, is going to be one of the other dragons. Laura, what dragon's loot does it have?
I mean, given that the Cymbelines are right now working for a particular dragon that's raising an army against us, it feels like that would be a sensible dragon for the Cymbelines to be walking around with magical items from, wouldn't you say?
If you're referring to Desdemona, yeah. I mean, last time you picked loot, you got a chair from Desdemona. So, that factors into your decision at all, that you can go to that well again. Also,
Or is that... I'm trying to think if anyone's got anything more... Yeah,
there's a secret ending here. If you say Rex, you just get the egg immediately.
Austin, does this Cymbeline have the egg?
This Cymbeline does not have the egg. Or I shouldn't have told you that. I should have made you commit to Rex. I will say that the Rex it does have Rex's stuff because Rex has been robbed a number of times. So that is absolutely a choice.
You know what? Right now, it would be great to get some of Rex's stuff back. That would be a really nice... Yeah, it's got Rex's stuff.
Yeah. So I think that the way this works is... Oh, this is interesting. So with its turn, you used Confusion, so it makes a random melee attack. Let me double check something here.
If I remember right, don't fairy dragons do a flat 1 damage?
Yes, but they have the Cymbelines have a ton of magical items. So what happens is your Morning Veil causes the Cymbeline to be racked with terrible sadness. It is overwhelmed and confused and lashes out with the Judge's Gavel that the Cymbelines stole 20 episodes ago. It cracks the incubus over the back of the head and is going to do a bunch of damage. I'll roll that in a second, but that reveals that if you kill the Cymbeline, you can get Rex's gavel back.
Okay. Has that done significant damage to this incubus?
It's done okay. It missed you with the frostbite, and is it your turn again? I've lost track.
It is my turn. Sorry, yeah, it came around to my turn, and this was, and I was like, no, we gotta have this Cymbeline fuck shit up. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna help. For now, I'm gonna help team up on this incubus, and I'll deal with the Cymbeline at the end. So let's throw a real big punch. That's a botch 15.
Don't you have advantage because of your?
Oh, I'm on the muskrat. Yes, thank goodness.
Oh my!
28 to hit.
28 hits big time.
For 10 damage.
Yep. All right. So you start pummeling this incubus in this hallway. You're doing some old boy shit to this guy with your metal arm. It is his turn. He is once again going to try to take Desdemona's magic to hit you with a blast of ice. Constitution saving throw, I think.
10.
That fails. You're going to take 5 damage as you're beating this guy to death with your metal arm. He grabs you and ice begins forming from where he touches you. And Desdemona Not this guy. Desdemona is channeling ice magic into your body and is going to try to freeze you solid. At the end of the Cymbeline's turn, I need to roll a d10. So 7 and 8 is it attacks. 9 and 10 is acts normally. Here we go. 7 again.
Do another big attack. Go on.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. So here's what I'll say. You're beating this guy to death with your metal arm. He's freezing you. It looks like it's going to be a really close battle. And I think the Cymbeline is going to smash his head in with the gavel from behind.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, if this does... Okay. How much did you do How much damage have you done? You got 8 and 10? Is that...
10 I did.
And that's it? There wasn't a first attack? I just wanted to make sure.
10 was my first attack, but you did some damage with the first Cymbeline attack on them.
8. Okay. Bad roll, only 3, so he doesn't knock him out completely. You will one more chance. It's going to be very close, Laura, if you can knock this guy out before he freezes you solid.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm throwing out one more punch.
You can also just acid spray him and potentially just secure that kill.
I could do, but I'm enjoying the punch up. 31 to hit.
Holy fucking god. Yeah, 31 crushes.
For another 11 damage?
Yeah, this guy's almost dead. Here, you know what's fucked up? I think he tries to summon more ice magic from Desdemona, who can feel his emotions through the attachment ribbon, realizes how scared he feels and is like disgusted by him. It doesn't give him more magic.
Oh.
She just leaves him to die. And the incubus reaches up, grabs the gavel from the Cymbeline, and hits you with it. 5, that's nothing, huh?
That's nothing.
Lol. Alright, your turn again.
Okay, well now the incubus has the gavel, which is gonna make it real easy for me to get, right?
Yeah, they basically have it together. That was just flavor more than anything.
28 to hit.
Holy lord, yep.
For 16 damage.
Okay, do you want to paint me a picture of you killing this incubus? Or I guess you could lethal or non-lethal, but you are beating this guy completely down.
I am gonna non-lethal this. I have no interest in murder at this moment, and I think that this has been enough of a walk-in-the-park fight that Hop does not need to do murder here. She is, however, gonna look over at the Cymbeline, who is still technically in the fight, despite being entirely confused, and she's got less sympathy. She's got less sympathy to not kill this Cymbeline.
Well, remember, you want to practice the neck snapping.
Yeah, exactly. Can I do that while the Cymbeline is confused?
This is the last roll for the Cymbeline. 7 and 8 is the attack. 9 and 10 is it gets to move freely. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Botch 1. What is that? That's is that?
That
randomly?
is something. Uses all of its movement to move in a random direction.
Okay, then you get an opportunity attack. Yeah, if you want to just kill the Cymbeline, you absolutely can.
I think that's what I'm doing. I think this Cymbeline is going to be the practice Cymbeline for murder time. Do you want me to roll to hit or just roll damage?
You absolutely can. It's confused, so you'd have advantage. It has, I think, 9 hit points or something, so it's a formality, but it's, but you pay me the picture.
Yeah, 13 damage. I think, as Dan suggested, I do think this is going to be take advantage of the fact that this Cymbeline is dazed and confused. It is sort of stumbling away, not quite sure where it is. And I think it is just going to be a real quick, real clean neck snap.
All right, so you found Lady Falconbridge's vault. There was an incubus and a Cymbeline guarding it. You beat them to death. You beat the Cymbeline to death to break its neck. The incubus is unconscious on the ground. And you can add Rex's gavel to your inventory.
Cool. And now I can walk in the room and go get the relic that I was here for, right?
Well, it is still a dragon's vault, so I'm going to need you to roll sleight of hand on the vault.
Okay. I'm not that sleight of handed. 10.
Nope. You try to find a button or a lever or something to do, and it's just a very thick metal door, and you don't know how to open it. So you have found where you need to go, but yeah, you have.
Is Rex near enough for me to get in the group chat?
Here's the thing. Rex did not stay for the other two doors, and so he has more time. I will say, if you're here, pulling on the door and kicking it, pushing and pulling, eventually Rex will just retrace his steps and find you, if that's how you want to do this to end the episode. I think, Rex, if you want to rejoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll rejoin. He'll look down at the Cymbeline and go, "Oh, you broke the neck, but it died. Remember, it has to live. You swapped the two."
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I forgot. I remembered the neck snapping. You were very clear about the neck snapping, and I'd just forgotten the degree of neck snapping I had to do. But I've got a present for you, Rex, and I hand over the gavel.
Oh, so they did take it. Thank you. I do appreciate this. Just more vaults down the other way. I don't know why she didn't mention there'd be a door there, or it was the incubus is fucking around. I don't know. Their plan didn't make much sense to me.
That's fair. Yeah, they were doing some weird cryptic shit. This one's not dead and might know where the rings are, but might also have just been bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't know if it needs to be cleared up, but they were trying to stop you from getting the relic, because then that would let Falconbridge escape accountability.
Yeah, I assumed that's what it was, but I was also like, he said he knew where the rings are. I don't want to kill him in case he wakes up and I can shake him a bit and go where are they?
Rex is gonna look at the door. Austin, I'm thinking back to one of my favorite shows. I think you should leave. I think the first bit on the show is someone just trying to pull open a push door. Can I athletics check to pull open the door, breaking the mechanism?
What kind of DM would I be if I stopped you from doing this classic himbo maneuver?
Okay. All right. That is 26.
Absolutely. I can't believe how good that is. Yeah, there's this huge vault door in a bank, and it has 1,000 mechanisms and pins and all that stuff, and you just twist it so hard it's everything inside of it snaps, and the door swings open on broken mechanisms.
Yeah, Rex turns top and says, "I have an expert locksmith amongst my small folk. He does all these clever tricks to open them. Sometimes he just hits them, though. Most of the time, hitting them does open these."
All right, the door slowly swings open, and the two of you see inside is a room with a raised plinth. It's a very simple storage vault. It's not particularly showy. And inside you see an incubus and a succubus standing side by side near what appears to be a severed hand that is in this vault.
Can I try to identify the hand?
The hand of Vecna.
Well, Quinn rolled what's called the knowing stuff roll, where you could just say it and then everyone knows it, and then you bypass the whole die thing.
I assumed it wasn't, because Austin Yorsky was like, "You can't do that." On episode 7 of Critical Role, episode 7, they did that. I was like, wasn't the entire first Critical Role campaign about the hand of Vecna?
It was, but I was going to do one season where I do dragons and dungeons, and I also thought this will be also the season where I throw in real D&D items. So yeah, that's what it is. No, you're good.
Dan, ignore everything I said and roll. It could be anyone's hand.
It's the hand of Vecna.
We're doing the season where a thing you might have heard of in Stranger Things might show up.
Wow. We've really fucked our culture, huh?
I can't wait to get my pet Demigorgon.
You should. Yeah, I mean, you can roll if you want it, but it is the severed hand of the Lich Vecna. It is extremely dangerous, powerful, valuable. Vecna is very famous, and Falconbridge collects celebrity memorabilia. So what do you want?
Do these two look like the fiends that stole our beloved rings?
They sure do, and okay. They see you coming in and they say, "Where's Orville?"
That's a good question. Where is Orville?
Roll animal handling to have been responsible about Orville this whole episode and not to have lost him.
Look, he's potentially running his own revolution at this point.
Uh-huh.
Orville wouldn't be leading a revolution. Orville's a bestie.
I got a 17.
All right. Okay. Rex, with a 17, you were keeping an eye on Orville, who was going about his own business this whole episode in the background.
He robbed the other two rooms in Falconbridge's secret vault.
He's got the rod of rulership in one hand. He's got Ori the oar in the other hand, and he's still riding a skateboard. He kick flips as he rolls by and going down a different hallway on his own adventure.
That's my dude.
He's off to do some other really cool stuff that we could do a whole season about. We'll get back to it. That's like season 36.
Hey, if Hob gets killed off, Orville's who I'm playing the rest of the season.
Oh no. Yeah, the fiends are standing by the hand of Vecna. You were told these are the most powerful magic users in Falconbridge's small folk, so they were clearly doing something.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make this simple. Give us the rings and the hand, and this ends.
That is pretty simple. Then Falconbridge kills us because we gave away all our leverage, which is simple but in a bad way.
Hey, I'm Falconbridge's girlfriend. I am here explicitly because of Falconbridge. Give us the stuff.
Your argument is give us the stuff, which is a pretty high DC for intimidate.
The argument is Falconbridge isn't going to kill you for handing over the stuff. Falconbridge sent us here to get the stuff.
Sure, I'm saying if you want to end this episode on a high risk roll, that's the roll will be intimidate. Otherwise, the two fiends say to you, or we could use the Diamond Dragon's borrowed magic to fight you and buy enough time to use all the power of this relic to kill our oppressor. So
you want to just come live with me? I also hate her. You could easily live in my house.
13 to intimidate.
Wait, does Orville live with you?
I mean, Orville, first off, no one could own Orville. He goes where he pleases. He's a free spirit.
You're so right. Okay, I'm going to tell you, Laura got a 13. That's not high enough. I need a 15. Rex, you can roll if you want to try, if you have the...
Because I'm making an offer here. Because first off, also, Rex directly referenced the idea of, like, having dragon slayers in his small folk to kill him.
Yeah.
As like a dream, as like, you know, I guess a dream of his, partially in a fucked up way. So he's perfectly fine with, like, yeah, if I had like some cool guys who were able to plan an entire coup against a dragon, that's a neat thing to have. On my team, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll for that.
Here it is. 15 is what I need.
20.
All right, pay me the picture. You win.
I think Rex walks over and slings one arm over each of their shoulders and goes, "Look, deep down, we're the same. We both hate your boss. Hop, ignore what I'm saying. You can just plug your ears for the moment. Quite frankly, even let's say you kill her, right? That goes great for you, wonderful, she's gone. Frankly, probably wouldn't even come back through the queue, whatever. My father would come murder you afterwards. There is no surviving the end result of that. But could come live with me. Could potentially help plan other ways to fuck with her in the future, or do whatever you wish. I don't personally care, as long as you're excelling at something. So, you get amnesty, I get the rings and the hand, and Falconbridge, you get to see her face having to be subservient and thankful to someone else.